Hi, I'm Morgan and welcome to the Dove's Nest. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you what books we are reading for this unit. Now, our books are centered around our monthly units, as I'm coining them, I guess. Specifically our science units. Each science unit that we are doing this year, I have planned on lasting roughly 4 weeks, sometimes 5 weeks. And so all of the different topics that we're going to cover within a grander science unit that will take roughly 4 or 5 weeks. Along with our science unit, we also are going to have a color every month that we will be focusing on, as well as a shape. Now, my son does know his colors and shapes, but I just figured this was a fun way to review and sort of incorporate those early learning concepts. Once we really start getting into the Abeka curriculum with our animal alphabet friends and learning a letter of the week, as well as numbers, I will also be incorporating letters and numbers into our weekly read-alouds or monthly read-alouds, I guess, as this video suggests. So if you want to see what we are reading, I'm about to show you. Now, I'm going to be bouncing around up and down quite a bit because there's a lot, so bear with me. The first 2 books I have aren't going to last the whole unit, but this coming Sunday is Easter Sunday, and so we are really just focusing on Easter. So we're going to be reading this Easter story. This book I actually found in a set on Groupon, and I think it came with 12 books based around Jesus and the New Testament. So that was a really great find. As you can see, the cover's beautiful. Let's find the illustrations are just beautiful, and the story is told very simply, perfect for preschool ages. We're also going to be reading this Tweet book. Now, this is way too simple for my son. My 1-year-old loves it. It's an Easter book, kind of a little animal book, but the reason we are reading it is because the first week of our unit of All About Me for science, we were focusing on fingerprints, and all of the little animals in this book are made out of fingerprints. So that was more the reason for choosing this book, not necessarily its simplicity. We are starting this series I also got on Groupon or Zulily, I believe, one of them. But it's all about manners, and so this first book we're using is Please and Thank You. My son has a way of demanding things. I think he learned it from his mama. So we're gonna be really studying our please and thank yous. Our color for this month is red, so we are reading this book called Who Said Red? For science, we are focusing on all about me and the human body at a very basic level. So I have here the Usborne Look Inside Your Body. Each page in this book is roughly one of our science lessons, and we do science 3 days a week. So for example, one day we're gonna focus on your bones. This is a really fun lift the flap. And I don't even know how many flaps. I haven't even undone them all, but there's a bunch of little lift the flaps. One day we're gonna cover our muscles. And so you can see, I mean, there's like 3 to 4 flaps in here. So that's a really fun book to look at. But this is gonna be our main textbook for our science unit this month. And then sort of to go along with that, there's the See Inside Your Body. Now with Usborne, the Look Inside Your Body is for the youngest class of learners, and then the next step up would be the See Inside. And again, it's also a lift the flat book, but it has some more, for example, for bones and muscles, they were combined, but I liked that it sort of showed how the bones and muscles work together. So we're gonna be using that. I have Your Skin and Mine. Now these Let's Read and Find Out books are incredible. So for just about every topic that we have for science this year, I purchased as many of these as I could. I found a big case lot on eBay, and the rest of them we're gonna get through the library because they're just super informative, very simple, but they really give tons of information. Your Skin, I didn't realize how much this book would cover, but it covers things like the color of skin, your hair follicles, fingerprints, again, we studied one day. It talks about tickling your skin and how your skin has feels, but your hair and your fingernails are part of your skin, but they don't have feels. It talks about, introduction to the layers of your skin where the dermis has your blood vessels, and so that's sort of a segue into circulatory system. So that's a really informative book. Next we have How Many Teeth, and this is going to go along with our bones. as well as the skin inside you. We also have the magic school bus inside the human body. Again, with our color red, this one is called Red, a Crayon Story. Along with our All About Me, we're going to be discussing the 5 senses. So we have the listening walk, My 5 senses, a drop of blood. We will be studying blood one day. And these are really in no particular order. I kind of just threw them all out of our library bag and out of our workbox drawers. So I have You Can't Smell a Flower with Your Ear. We got Llama Llama Red Pajama, again because it's red, and then my son always calls me Mama Llama. Just, I don't know where he got that, but he does. I don't even think he knows what a llama is. So that'll be a fun book. We have My Hands. This book is called Too Much Noise. We also have this book called Red, Me and My Amazing Body. This one is called Feel the Wind, and it's another one of those let's read and find out. This one is called Straight Hair, Curly Hair. I Am Growing. Hear Your Heart. How You Talk. I'm not really sure why I got this one. We're not really learning about talking, but it might be interesting. We'll throw it in there. Sound All Around. Ears Are for Hearing. Look at Your Eyes. Germs Make Me Sick. Again, to go with red, we have The Grouchy Ladybug. From this book, The Day the Crayons Quit, we are going to be reading the red color. And then I found this book at our Goodwill bookstore. It's called Science Verse. And I just bought it because it was a picture book that had science in the title. I didn't realize it's a poetry book. And so there's a couple poems in here that have to do with the human body, so I figured we would read those as well. We are going to be focusing on one other book. For now, we might incorporate others. Is this book called Obedience. I tell my son probably 100 times a day to listen and obey, and it's just not sinking in. So I will be doing a whole video about this Obedience book and this series. It's wonderful. But we will be reading this. It's actually a book on tape. And so stay tuned for that video. I will be sure to link it below and above with the eye in the sky once it's ready. Anyway, that's what we're reading this month in our Tot School. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you like what you see and want to continue along with us on our Tot School journey, be sure to like this video and hit that subscribe button. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.